particular. You shut your mouth, how can you say I go about things the wrong way? I am human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else does. Club if you'd like to go. You could meet somebody who really loves you. So you go and you stand on your own, and you leave on your own, and you go home and you cry and you want to die.
Hej live'u. Ogólnie witam. I dziś jest czas, żeby w końcu przebiec obok smoka. No, nie wiem, czy to, ale przebiec obok smoka, tak głównie bym powiedział. Tak, czasem warto odwiedzić już odkryte obszary. Popieram. Dlatego wracamy do zaziemia. Mapa świata. Zaziemie. I... no właśnie, tutaj trzeba przejść. Także... udajemy się na miejsce. Teranie. Erik, ok. Cassandra i Vivienne. Potwierdź. To przydałoby się pogadać z Vivienne i Sarą też w azylu, ale to może już jak wrócimy po prostu. Sara się nie kojarzy ze ślimakami, także to nie działa.
Nothing to report, sir.
Spoko? Możemy coś tu zrobić? Nie. Żelazo. Żelazo. Jesteśmy tak potężni, że zrywamy żelazo rękoma. Teraz kłuń. Bo będzie bardzo potrzebny. Oj, będzie. Jadu. Nie, smoku. Nic nie rób. No nie. Ucieczka. Dobra, jeszcze żyjemy. Nie. Mogę przyzwać kunia? Nie. Au! Nie trafił. Nie chcę gdzieś polecieć może? Pewnie. Nie w tę stronę. Wariku, powstań. Jeszcze do niego wrócimy. A, tu jest Cassandra. Weź mi spokoju. A, nie, to jeszcze nie jest Cassandra. Smoczę. Co robię? Smoczę. I wszystkie miksturki poszły. A dobra, tu jest jakieś źródło czerwonego lyrium. Więcej smocza? Tak. Ała. Ałaj. Strasznie pobił. To też zniszcz. Coś mi się wydaje, że nie mogę, dlatego jest na szaro. Zniszczy je, ale jak zniszczy je? Dziennik. Bieżące zadania, za ziemię. Okej. Nie wiem. No ale no nie wygląda na to, żeby to się niszczyło, więc... Podczas walki. Jestem podczas walki. Zapewne nie mogę tędy przejść, tylko muszę jeszcze przejść obok smoka. Oni mocno biją wszyscy. Nikt nie ma dużo zdrowia. Tak, nie mogę tędy przejść. No to na kunia. To... A. No nie goń mnie. Zostaw, zostaw. No ty poziom, ja mam 600, dlatego to tak mocno bije. O, mogę zapisać. I... Cześć smoku, tak tylko sobie tutaj przechodzę obok. Nie widzisz niczego. Taka rybka jestem po prostu. Prawda? Nie atakuj? Nie. Wszystko w porządku, już sobie idę. Tak, dokładnie. Już mnie nie ma. Co się wydarzyło? Obsydian. To 44 sztuki złota. Nadal jest walka, więc chyba on mnie nie przestał gonić. Ulczuga for poczty. Temat. To wygląda bardziej na jakieś ukryte miejsce niż na miejsce, w którym powinienem być. Ktoś może cokolwiek z tego założyć? A, nie mogę przejść do ekwipunku, bo walka. Ja. A tutaj jest jakaś droga. To nie wygląda na coś takiego. No tutaj widzę, że nie. Tutaj nic. Spokojnie. No nie. Którędy do Radcliffe? Dobra. Pasek tam jest? No wody na pewno nie. Dobra, tak czy inaczej. Nic tu nie ma. Aha. Idę walka. Jeden zginie. Lewa tylna noga. Tak, dobrze. Nie była długa walka. Dobra, muszę się wrócić. Zdaje się, że to nie jest właściwa droga. Masz coś do zameldowania?
Nothing to report, sir.
Okej. No i super pisze, what's up? Yeah, it's happening right now. Cool line, right? That's good. Oj. Dobra. Ja poszedłem tędy. Da się tędy gdziekolwiek przejść. Nie, tamtędy też nie. Przynajmniej mogę bezpiecznie wrócić tym razem. Dobra, no więc może tędy jakoś się da przejść na północ, skoro tu jest jakieś zadanie. O, chyba tego potrzebowałem. Też nie. Jakoś inaczej się nazywało. Tak teraz myślę. Tak. Zobaczmy tędy. Mocze skały. Chyba jakieś złoto. Droga do Redcliffe. To chyba brzmi dobrze. Tędy? Tędy. Witam panów. Tu jest trzyma najemnika. Może oni mieli klucz. Zapewne coś z wewnątrz. Potrzebuję klucza. Bez właściwego klucza nigdy tego nie otworzę. Warik? O, on może, dobra. W końcu jest łotrem. Wymagający długi łuk. Drugi stolas. Rocznik 7,87,80. Tak, 7,84, tak, to jest właśnie ta godzina. Twoja wina. Ja chyba sobie daruję próbowanie tej gorzały. O! My tylko przychodzimy. Nie ma co niepotrzebnie. Dobra, teraz już kawa. Bo to templariusze. osobisty medalik. Lina zaraz przed wejściem do Radcliffica? Nie, to jest jeszcze to. Fiony.
Turn back.
O?
We can't open the gates until the threat has passed.
A. Witam. Jesteśmy otwiony, spokojnie, przejdziemy. Tylko najpierw chcę zobaczyć. Gniew Lawiasa. A, to nie używam. Kondycji to nie dla mnie, obrona nie dla mnie i obrona nie dla mnie. Wariku? Aha, on może być odporny na mróz, czemu nie? Ostrze, ale to jest jednoręczne czy dwuręczne? Jednoręczne, dobra, to jest duży przeskok w wyobrażeniach. Nadal świetna tarcza. Chwila. Akcesoria. I Vivien. Dziewiętnaście obrażeń od mrozu. No nie, no to jest zdecydowanie lepsze. No właśnie, jeszcze zbroja dla wszystkich. 67. A to już ma. Mocny witar. To jeszcze dla mnie może coś? Nie, ja mam tutaj, widzę jakąś tworzoną. Zanim zaczniemy walczyć, bo będzie walka. O. Pół sekundy później. Można? Boom.
What was that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
Make her have mercy. It's over.
No,
Open the gates.
przerwała nam rozmowę. Jeszcze niczego nie wybrałem. Jedwabna chusteczka. Dobra. Pokażcie mi jakichś fajnych magów, apostatów. Takich zrozumiałych.
No one.
Kto się nie spodziewał
If she was, she hasn't told anyone.
inkwizycji.
We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Is it just me, or is something weird going on here?
Specjalnie to powiedział. Specjalnie to powiedział, że nikt się nie spodziewał, podczas gdy jesteśmy z Inkwizycji. Ja tutaj wyczuwam mem. A. Już wiem, oni krzyczą 2 razy H.
I hear most of the apostates are dead or hiding. We should be getting more refugees soon.
Do you think we should let them into the village? I'm not sure there's enough food.
Pamiętaj w środku. No tak mogę. Warik, liczę na ciebie. Dobra, nie mam takiego profitu. Nic z tego. Hehehe. Oczywiście, że nie są prawdziwe. Ja w to nie wierzę.
That's all that matters right now.
The Grey Warden Alistair grew up at Redcliffe. He used to play in the fields outside this very village. The boy who once begged me to make him toy soldiers slew the archdemon and stopped the blight.
W sumie był jednym z tych, którzy zabili arcydemona.
Tell me about your people.
They say the spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favours blood lotus flowers. The Grey Warden Alistair grew up at Redcliffe. He used to play in the fields outside this very village. The boy who once begged me to make him toy soldiers slew the archdemon and stopped the blight.
Ale w sumie to ciekawe, że zwraca się Harry strażnik, podczas gdy on jest już królem. O! A, myślę, że to drzewo. Szybka podróż. Nie mam jeszcze odkrytego żadnego innego miejsca. W Redcliffie.
Welcome back.
No, witam ponownie.
The Templars are attacking anyone they think might be aiding the rebel mages.
Go.
Fiona and the
middle of the
rebels
war,
will protect
take the
us.
full
There's
go.
nothing to worry about.
We did not flee Redcliffe when the dead walked into our village. We will not flee now.
Blessings upon the Inquisition.
Dzięki.
Right. That's why.
Nastrojowa muzyka podoba mi się. Tak nadaje temu takie nostalgiczne poczucie.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs.
Potrzebujesz może jakieś ziół?
May I help you?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads,
Templariusze.
I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Cassandra?
The Inquisition welcomes anyone willing to help. Human, elf, or otherwise. If you help those refugees, we'll ensure that you're taken care of.
Jasne, niech dołączę.
Right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my...
I super.
Thank you.
Anything you need, I can get. Probably. Most likely.
Jo. Arcymistrzowska zbroja zwiadowcy. Wystać mnie na nią. To by było coś dla Warika. Tylko on nie ma i tak 8 poziomu. Hełm wolnych marchi. No jest lepszy od mojego. Drogie? 13, Wiecie, że kupuję. Nie można sprzedać to wszystko. Sprzedaj wszystko.
Have you seen other wives?
And how much did you need?
Answer.
Is there something you need?
Hey, Signongo. What's up? Thanks for the right answer. pawn is good as well. Looking for some shields, I guess. Jest taka sama tarcza, jaką miała już Cassandra. Yeah, this is now my town.
Good day.
Mother, I had the dream again last night.
No, there'll be no talk of this.
No
It
powiedz
was so
sen.
real. And when I woke up, the sheets were as cold as ice.
Good day.
Dzień dobry. Pod mewą i lampionem.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition.
Witamy, Fiona.
First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Czemu nie chciałem pokazać dłużej? Fiona, I'm playing on the lowest possible details. Maybe that's why.
Is this some sort of test? We're here because you invited us in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Dobra.
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
Fiona, dear,
No,
your
kłamstwo.
dementia is
Dlaczego...
showing.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
As one indenture to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
What about the giant hole in the veil that's spewing demons everywhere? You're just going to pretend it isn't there.
I am not forgetting the breach, but we can only fight one war at a time. The
Przynajmniej tyle
Templar
jest
threat was immediate.
racji.
If we live, we can worry about the torn veil.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages
Girion.
are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Ooh.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
Coś tu jest nie tak. Coś tu jest bardzo nie tak.
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Arl Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
Yeah?
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here.
Ta twarz, jak ona jest smutna.
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be. Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Ooh, very mysterious.
Warto to sprawdzić. Ja myślę, że coś tu się dzieje. Znowu ktoś atakuje Arla Redcliffe. Dlaczego? I don't think I will be either. Maybe my main character though. He looks quite good. Heavens.
Magister Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
What is the matter?
He does not like to be reminded. He says all tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
O, jest wyciszony.
I didn't realize. From your speech, I should have
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, my magic is gone. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
How long have...
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after he forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those even the Arl was sent away.
Dobra. To było oczywiste.
I am an alchemist. You must require potions.
Jasne.
If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can...
We would be delighted to have...
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe...
Medrika. Nie znam tych... Jeszcze coś tu chyba jest. A, wyjdź, dobra. Ale najpierw poziom. O, dobra, czyli to z Felixem.
Good day.
They say Andraste sent you to save the world. If it'll help save, make us speed you, my child.
Huh?
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit.
Okay.
Can't prove anything. A letter from... So, what do you intend to do?
Cassandra?
Let's see. Impersonating a sister, smuggling, dishonor. Or you could put your skills to use.
And you'd keep quiet?
That will depend on how...
All right. I'm in. Seems like...
Teraz więcej tych agentów mamy. I władzy. Najważniejsze. Oj.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Koło? Nie atakuj, nie.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes. Who are you? Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I o to chodziło z tamtą szczeliną.
He arranged it so he could arrive here just
I
after
dlatego Fiona nie pamięta, że spotkała się ze mną.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory.
Tak, naucz mnie manipulować czasem.
What I don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys?
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Alexius
Jaki jest jego motyw?
Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is
Dorian.
madness. For his own sake.
Hey,
We have
Jason.
to stop him.
It would
Hold on.
also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
A dlaczego
Why
chce
would
mnie
you
dorwać?
rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection.
No tak, no w sumie skoro zaginął
If the
czasoprzestrzeni,
Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his
to jest
target.
Dorian?
Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here.
Nie spojrzałem, czy przedstawiał się.
But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
No, czyli ma na imię Dorian. Przyznać, że wygląda na takiego, co ma głowę na karku. Co mamy w tej skrzyni? Musi być coś dobrego. No, dobra. Nic. Przecież 100 sztuk złota to dużo. Nie można za nim iść. No i gdzie zabrał Arla i Gana w takim razie?
Does the Winter really need cults? Aren't they weird enough?
The word you're looking for is dangerous.
Good day. Welcome back.
Nie zaskoczenie, że ktoś się nauczył wykorzystywać te szczeliny. Dobra, co my tu mamy? Wykrzyknik. I można przejść jeszcze na drugą stronę w sumie. Zobaczmy, co to za sklep. Jakaś magia. Co? A, schematy. No i patrząc po tym, że zbroja, którą stworzyłem, jest najlepsza, jaką mam, może warto kupić te schematy? Kupię laskę i tarczę.
They're not but stories. Right. That's why rabbit does not flee its burrow when it hears the wolf prowling about. Now is the time to stay close to home.
Good day.
May God be with you.
No, they don't.
It's just what I am.
Wdowiec.
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all... What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to it.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine?
I never expected anyone... Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the tablestones.
Nie ma sprawy, chociaż nie jestem pewien, czy to zrobię. W ogóle pokazał?
Fine day to you. The Grey Warden
A, no tak, ten most był zawalony. I tutaj. Zastanawiam się, dlaczego jest tutaj tylko Warik. Wskazuje znowu na ten dom zamknięty.
We all did.
Dobra, zdaje się, że mam wrócić do sali narad. Tak, dobra. To wracamy. Asha. Albo Aisha, nie wiem. Dobra, teraz ze wszystkimi pogadajmy. Zobaczmy, co jest nowego, jak po każdej misji. No dobra, tutaj akurat wszystko jest nadal to samo.
Yes?
May I ask you about the
It is difficult. They have no Templars, no leader. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Czy ja o tym gadałem? Nie pamiętam.
If you ask my opinion, cast the Chantry aside and new problems. The people need stability. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So what should they...
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the divine, the Chantry... If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
Trochę, ale...
Will the Chantry replace
Dobra
divine
sprawa w
destiny?
sobie, tak.
They will try. Once the priests
No,
withdraw from the
przyjemność.
grand consensus, sometimes it takes days or weeks. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the conclave.
So what happens if they...
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see Practically, however, if the grand consensus goes on too long, any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as hope. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new...
That depends on whether she would have me. And even if she would, I do not know. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new divine could expect such obedience.
What influence does
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
How big a
No more than he is. He sent his message to the College of Clerics. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
Do you really believe...
If you ask my opinion, cast the Chantry aside. The people need stability. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
I'm surprised you rebelled.
I left my own order when they took the road, but in neither case did I stop caring. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Okay. Co tam u ciebie, byku?
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on... You've got no leader. No Inquisitor.
Już niedługo.
Stack banana till the morning come. Daylight come and me one go home.
Dzięki za hosta czerwony. Co tam słychać? Może.
Then maybe we need one.
You? Huh.
Dlaczego nie?
Why you?
O właśnie, zapomniałem napisać. Dobra.
Nobody else seems to be stepping forward. If it proved necessary to have an...
For a second there, you... My
O
people
nie.
don't pick leaders
To
from
niedobrze jak mówiłem jak kanary.
or even the most. We pick the ones willing to make the hard. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get...
Może.
You think? It could happen.
So we have Tevinter activity in the hinterlands, and the Templars are compromised.
You think the Templars are responsible for the attack on the colony?
Need something?
Can I ask you something?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined.
Tutaj też nic nowego. Kogo tutaj mamy? Era. No dobra, co tam u niej? Matka zmieniła wystrój.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. Hear that? I meant the stronghold, but it sounded like... Well, it's funny, right? Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
Zmieniła wystrój, nie że nigdy nie było. Chociaż pierwszy raz z nią gadamy poza przedstawieniem się.
The Templars and the mages. Most people pick...
Most people are stupid.
But where do you stand on the war?
In the middle with everyone, not a Trevelyan. You know what I hear about mages? Nothing, until one goes all demony. Know what I hear about Templars? Nothing, until they take maybe mages. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Is there something else you're looking for?
Maybe. I don't know. I help you, march, arrow, kick. Then people stop being stupid, and everything starts to make sense again. Sound good to you, all-chosen Lord Herald?
Wspaniałe rozwiązanie. Nie będzie, że się nie da.
It's why I'm here, yeah? Can't do a bloody thing with...
Dobra.
At least we've got Inquisition troops out at Redcliffe now.
O was, a gdzie jest Vivien? Może w środku? Tak. Bo jeszcze z nią nigdy nie gadaliśmy. Po tym jak się pojawiła.
You came from the circle at Ostwick, did you not? Senior Enchanter Lydia was a dear friend of mine. Were you at all acquainted?
Yes, she was one of my instructors.
You are lucky to have studied with her. Lydia had a wealth of knowledge. I understand she was killed by one of her own
Będziesz cisnąć
students
po
when the
Vivien?
Ostwick Circle rebelled. I think we both
Serio?
agree that this war must end.
Magowie powinni być wolni.
Mages deserve the same freedom as anyone
Lekko
else.
potępia. Czemu
I hear
potępia?
that so often. It must be a great comfort to the common folk to know that their survival is trivial.
Byłem w
compared to our
Redcliffe.
freedom.
Dowiedziałem
I'm
się,
sure
że
that makes everything better. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power. in
dzieje się
Venice.
tam coś złego
If it
i
is not
wracam.
restored quickly, countless lives will be. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'll try.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in... And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Władza nie jest dla ludzi. O,
If that's true, then I'll put it to
znowu
good use.
potępia.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear.
Jak na razie Vivien potępia wszystko, co mówię.
I have heard rumors of a way to reverse the right of tranquility.
Dobra, i ostatnia
Apothecary Adon wanted to know when you might be able
naszego
to
obchodu po wszystkich bohaterach.
I asked Adon not to rush us. Demon essence is dangerous. Sorry. No, it's fine. Just tell him we'll have it for him
Let's
as
speak
soon as
later.
we can.
Nic nowego.
Hello? Can I help you with something?
A nie, to już.
Keep us safe.
A pity.
The problem is not that there are angry people on both sides. I was born into a Dalish clan. The Dalish cannot risk They gave me a pack and
Chociaż
sent
czy
me
ja
into the
wiem,
woods
czy
to
akurat
find my own
to
path.
już
I
mieliśmy?
was 7 years old.
I'm so sorry.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to... Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
Czasem wyjątki,
I'll speak.
wyjątkowe sytuacje, wyjątki potwierdzają regułę. Tak? O, to chciałem powiedzieć. No widzę, właśnie mówię o tym, tak? Narada wojenna, o, to się liczy. I to był przykład, od czego powinni być, a nie od czego tak w rzeczywistości są w praktyce, no. Chwila.
Chancellor Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should
Tak,
try
byłem już w Redcliffe i miałem wrócić do sali narad, żeby to przedyskutować. A, szefem, dobra, czyli to. Trzeba powstrzymać Gereona Aleksiusa, o. Kultyst. Spotkaliśmy Doriana, który... Tak, dobrze, niech będzie. Nie powiedziałem tak, nie? Nie wiem. Sekunda, jak to się... Jak... Nie. Nie było tego. Widzisz? Nie było. Nie, też nie powtarzaj. To był Siniongo. A nie, widać, że to ja.
We don't have the manpower
Dobra.
to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
Isn't that kind of him? What does Alexius say about me?
He's so complimentary that we are certain he wants to kill you. Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to beat Alexius,
Jak skończę gadać?
and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep. Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
Has outplayed us.
Oj nie, nie sprowadzamy templariuszy.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Dokładnie. Tak, spotkajmy się z Tiganem.
Where is the Earl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunrim to petition the crown for him.
Denerim.
I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle. Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Focus their attention on Trevelyan, while we take out the Tevinters. It's risky, but it could work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Dobra. Witamy.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help.
Gaduję.
So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
To będzie Liliana w akcji. Dobra. Jedziemy. Odbijmy co nasze. Znaczy Tigana. A, on jest... No dobra, zastąpi Vivien w tej misji w takim razie. Dobra. 100% powaga. Nawet już obniżę głos.
Announce us. The Magister's invitation was for Master Trevelyan alone. The others must wait here.
Chodźmy na chwilę mili.
They have to accompany me. You wouldn't deprive me of my attachés, would you?
No właśnie, moi attachés. Matka, nie, potrzebuję więcej ramu, bo to trzeba zwiększyć tą grafikę.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
Może.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
Wyda się w walce.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Chcą mnie zabić. O. W sumie...
Actually, I hoped you could tell me about these Venatori I'm hearing so much about.
Now, where could you have heard that name?
I told him.
Felix, what have you done?
No właśnie. A, grałem kilka miesięcy temu. W Dear Estera.
You wanted me here. Why?
Esterę
Do
raczej.
you know what you are? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even
I piękne
understand,
lokacje
and
były.
think you're in
I
control.
klimat.
You're nothing but a mistake.
If I'm a mistake, what exactly was the breach supposed to accomplish?
It was to be a triumphant moment for the Elder One, for this world.
Wiecznego.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
That's who you serve. The one who killed the Divine. Is he a mage?
Soon he will become a god. He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this man's life.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake.
Mogę ci z tym pomóc. No. Oni... I właściwie oni mają... Ich magia jest ze szczelin tak naprawdę.
Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Zadowolony?
That doesn't sound good.
It sounds terrible. Depending on when we are and what happened while we were away. Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time completely. If that happened, you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or
No, na razie plot twistu nie ma.
I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I counted it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Make sense?
Magia oszalała, wiem.
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk
I
catching
czerwony
himself
lirin
or wheels
dookoła.
in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
You have a plan to get us back, I hope?
I have some thoughts on that. There.
Super. To jest. Czerwone lyrium. Zaraz pod Radcliffe. Dolny cel. To by się zgadzało. Górne skrzydło. Dźwięk. Muzyka jest już na maks.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
Trochę.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
No, coś tam mamy. A, chyba tylko złoto.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
Lysas. O właśnie, pewnie ma wszystkie umiejętności do poznania. Tak. Możemy go uwolnić? Nie wydaje się. Ale śpiewał niczym wyciszony, jeśli miałem zgadywać. Chyba w tamtą stronę jest to zadaniowe coś już. Jana.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
Ojoj, niedobrze.
I don't understand. What's happened to you?
Red lyrium. It's a disease. The longer you're near it, eventually you become this. Then they mine your corpse for more.
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mir. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
Czyli te wszystkie czerwone lyrium dookoła to są właściwie zwłoki osób, które się w nie zamieniły?
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
That Magister's going to regret he didn't just kill me.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Ja myślę, że z pół godziny tak, nie wiem, ukończę tę misję czy coś, albo dojdę do przełomowego momentu.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here.
Jest.
Find her.
Ona tu była rok walczyła?
Before the Elder One learns you're here.
Aż mi ciary przeszły.
If red lyrium is an infection, Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Postaram się nie. U mnie podobno już też. Trochę jest. Na bezlitosną zrobioną. Tak było. Nie. Myślę, że Warik też jest cały... No, przynajmniej wygląda dobrze. O, dobra, nie.
Where were you? How did you escape?
We didn't escape. Alexius sent us into the future.
Everything that happens to you is weird.
You don't look so good, Varric. What happened?
Bite your tongue. I look damn good for a dead man.
You're no more dead than we are.
The not dying version of this red lyrium stuff? Way worse. Just saying.
We get to Alexius, and I just might be able to send us back to our own time. Simple, really.
That may not be as easy as you think. Alexius is just a servant. His Elder One assassinated the Empress and led a demon army in a huge invasion of the South. The Elder One rules everything. What's left of it anyway. Alexius is really not the
On
one.
gada, jakby nic się nie stało.
I promise you, Varric. We'll make sure none of this happens.
I'm pretty sure
Yep,
you're
it is.
crazy. Or I'm crazy. Either way, it's a nice thought. You want to take on Alexius? I'm in. Let's go.
Zgaduję, że to dlatego, że on miał styczność z czerwonym lirium od długiego już czasu, ale z taką lekką jego wersją. Dlatego się tak jakby, nie wiem, przyzwyczaił do tego? Tak? Już mogę z nim romansować? Nie, nie mogę jeszcze.
The light shall lead her safely through the path
Ale
of this
akurat
world and
fajne,
into the next. For she who
fajne
trusts
ma
in the
wejście w
Maker,
tą grę.
fire is her water.
Niektóre... A co z naszą Kassandrą?
Turn to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance? Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
You look wounded. Maybe we can help.
Nothing you do can help me now. I'll be with the Maker soon.
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time? Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
And I'll make sure Alexius suffers for his crimes.
None of this will happen. Andraste, please let that be true. Alexius locked himself in the throne room. That is where we'll find him.
Zapisz. Oczywiście, tylko... Czyli dobrze idę, dobra. No, trzeba było go na początku chyba.
Andraste, have mercy on their souls.
Well, the gang's all back together. What could go wrong now?
A, to się... opuściło. Czy to jest?
Take a look around. See if there's anything we can use.
O, zapas, dobra. A, czyli wypatrywać ich. No, w sumie zobaczmy, czy Cassandra nie będzie mogła tego założyć czasami? Pancerzłowcy. 8-7, a nie, to już ma. Chociaż, no, trochę lepszy. Nie. Mało kreatywne. Z ich strony. Przez chwilę myślałem, że to taki wielki jest jakiś przeciwnik z młotem. Alexius służy. Temu nowemu bogowi. Jak go tam zwał? Przedwiecznemu? Czy pradawnemu? Przedwiecznemu.
That still doesn't make him a god.
There is no god but the Elder One. The Maker is dead. Say it.
Au? Właśnie spóźniliśmy. Widzę, że mi się ogólnie podoba to wszystko. Przygoda. Jeszcze ktoś tu jest? O.
May she find peace at the Maker's side.
Leczyłem go. Czyli rozumiem, że wszystkich torturowali, żeby się nawrócili. Kto przeżył?
How did Trevelyan know of the sacrifice at the temple? Answer!
Never.
I will die first.
or you will. You're alive.
O nie jest
You're safe now.
Forget safe. If you came back from the dead, you need to do better than safe. You need to end this. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I'm so sorry for everything you suffered.
We have to reverse his spell. If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
Teraz przegrali. Dajcie mi prosto do Alexiusa. To wszystko cofamy.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle. If there is one.
Najgorsze jest to, że oni tutaj siedzieli właściwie cały rok.
Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No! Don't hurt me, Linnea. You...
This is madness. Alexius can't have wanted this.
The breach. It's
To rzeczywiście podobne.
Used to be, it was only dwarves who were afraid of the sky. Now, it's just good sense.
Cofaj. Pojanie. Piątka. Może się skrzynka gdzieś znajdzie. To jest... Tak. Górne Skrzywo Królewskie. Właśnie poznałem to miejsce. 50. Mocno trochę.
No!
A kto to jest? Connor.
Connor! It was an act of courage. He knew there was no other way to resist. He resisted that demon to the last.
Nie wiem, czy chcę wchodzić do kolejnej drzwi.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough. Gdzie? Warika, nie widzę. Że można jeszcze wrócić do tamtych zapasów. Jak wszystko już wygląda.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
A, dobra. Znaczy, nie dobra. Czy to nie są czasami po prostu inne drogi? O, nieważne. Dobrze, że tu przyszliśmy. Czy ja chcę otwierać te drzwi? Taka jest moja odpowiedź.
What happened here? Venatori decorating at its finest.
They haven't seen us. We could take them by surprise.
Jestem w połowie? A, dobra. No to myślę, że może... Tak, tutaj chcę wszystko wykonać.
Try to take out that enchanter quickly.
Block them from coming up the stairs!
No normalnym. Coraz więcej tych przeciwników. To jest mniejsze. Dragon Age 2 zmniejszyłem w pewnym momencie. Ale na razie wszystko idzie, także jest okej.
I could really go for some light reading.
Dobra, już jestem. Koszmar. W sumie w każdej Dragon Age był jakiś koszmar, więc nie dziwię się, że tutaj też będzie. No ja myślę, że przyjdzie do Redcliffe. Gdzie jak gdzie. Nie. Ja już tutaj widzę, że potwory zadają zdecydowanie za dużo obrażeń, ale jeszcze udaje mi się prześlizgnąć przez wszystko, także... Także no. Obecnie jest na styk. Jak ma być trudniej, to już podziękuję. Jeszcze jest to drugie chyba wyjście, nie. Drugie jest... Ja skąd ja przyszedłem? A, jeszcze tutaj muszę wejść. Co się... Jak to się... Jeszcze jedno tu będzie? Topas. Tutaj chyba jest jedna, ale nie wiem, czy to się nie zbugowało i jest pod ziemią. Te drzwi wyglądają oficjalnie. No, mogę się przejść po wcześniejszych rzeczach, czemu nie? Było gdzieś? A tutaj jeszcze... To było jakieś wejście, którego nie zbadałem. Chyba. O, zamknięte drzwi. Poczekam z tym, aż będę wracał.
much damage did Alexis' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach...
Nie, spoko, tutaj jeszcze nie byłem, w tym miejscu. Już jest nieodkryte. Na pewno tutaj będą. Arcymistrzowskie falowane ostrze. Dobra, walczcie z tym. Skoro nie mogę przejść. Aha, czyli tamte... źródła czerwonego lyrium za ziemi, to też porcją trzeba przejść. Dobra, no właśnie się zastanawiałem, co to za ikonka. Jest. I jeszcze... jedno, oby nie to zbugowane. To nie jest takie oczywiste w moim świecie. Oj tam, to nie było takie oczywiste wcale. Więźniarka Liliana. Zapłacę za to. Poziom up. Wariku, czyń honory. No to jest to, gdzie byłem. O, i widzę, że tutaj za drzwiami będzie ostatni. Au.
Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
Współpraca, tak? Współpraca. No jest.
Let's head back to the main hall. I know how we'll open that door.
Ałaj. A mogę najpierw wszystkich wyleczyć. Motyw ma. Trzeba mu oddać. Ale...
Look at what you've done, Alexius. All this suffering. And for what?
For my country, for my son. But it means nothing now. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought?
W zapiskach było co innego.
Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius. What have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
I tak się cofamy.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you'll get what you want.
I want the world back.
No. No!
chwilę.
Wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
This Alexius was too far gone. The Alexius in our time might still be reasoned with.
I suppose that's true. This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now! The Elder One.
You'll have to hurry. This is bad. We'll hold the main door. Once they break through, it's all you, Nightingale.
No.
No. I won't let you commit suicide.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours.
Tak, idźmy stąd, nie wracajmy do tych czasów.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
Idźcie.
You'll have to do better than that.
Put aside all claim to Redcliffe, and we let you live.
You won. There is no point extending this charade.
Leliana jest najlepsza, to trzeba powiedzieć.
It's going to be all right, Father.
Tak, ona jest cool.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Stawaluk. Może gdyby był zielony?
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter Fiona.
Queen Anora.
When I granted your mages sanctuary, I thought it was understood that they would not force my people from their homes.
Your Majesty, let me assure you, we never intended any of this.
Your intentions ceased to matter when my people were threatened. I am rescinding my offer of sanctuary. You and your followers will leave Ferelden at once.
But we have hundreds.
Ja coś źle zaznaczyłem?
Where will we go?
O nie! Co to za świadek w takim razie? Wiecie co, bo właśnie dziwiłem się, że w Redcliffe był bajarz, który mówił o szarym strażniku Alistarze, a nie zwraca się do niego na król. Czy ja źle zaznaczyłem? Poczekajcie chwilę. Wejdę sobie w Dragon Keepa. Nie wolno tak. Muszę zobaczyć, czy może coś źle po prostu zaznaczyłem. Ej, w ogóle nie ma tu tego mojego stanu świata. Już na Dragon Keepuję. Coś jest Coś mi się chyba skasowało. No dobra, no. Zobaczymy w takim razie, co to jest za świat, no. Może na drugie przejście zrobię sobie ten swój właściwy. Ale jak robiłem? Dlaczego mi się... On usunął. Dwa miesiące temu, no właśnie, a to są jakieś... Lyna... Dobra, zobaczmy, co to są w ogóle za wyniki w takim razie. Bitwa o Danerim. Strażniczka zabiła arcydemona. Dobra, czyli strażniczka w tym świecie zabiła arcydemona, czyli Alistair jest. Dobra. Dobra. Wiecie co? W takim razie no, kontynuujmy ten świat, co nam wylosowało. Nie wiem, co tu się dzieje. Myślę, że już daleko w tym brniemy. Niech będzie. Tylko strażniczka w Ridges nie miała żadnego romansu. O właśnie, o, jeszcze muszę sprawdzić, co z Morrigan w takim razie. Morrigan nie urodziła dziecka. Tak. No to przynajmniej tyle się pokrywa.
The Inquisition might be willing to take in the mages.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The
O
Inquisition
nie,
is...
będzie ten w takim razie.
I know you are a mage, but consider how these rebels have acted. They must be conscripted, not coddled.
I've known a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them. Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
To chyba oczywiste, co zrobimy. Jedyny słuszny wybór. No, taka jest ich nazwa, no. Dlaczego tak mówisz? Ja... Myślę, że za bardzo nie mieli wyboru tutaj. Tak naprawdę... Nie taki był układ. No Fiona też musiała to przeżyć, tak? Była jej... Dawała się Lyrium. Ja... Punkt tym, że ja bym bardzo chciał zaufać Fionie, ale nie ufam całej reszcie magów. Bo dosłownie wszyscy postaci, których widziałem, w końcu skończyli źle, albo zrobili coś głupiego. Ale chcę zaufać Fionie, bo uważam, że po prostu nie stało się tak, jak to w ogóle nie był ich zamiar. Ja uważam, chcę się przekonać, jaka będzie droga Fiony.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that the rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all
Dorian not
We can't
confirmed.
afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
Cassandra mocno potępia, że ja nie... Warik popiera. Warik popiera. Przepraszam bardzo.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Nie będę żałować. Coś czuję, że Fiona zmieni oblicza postatów. Postanowiłem raz jeszcze zaufać. Pojechałem się na Andersie, ale to jest ostatnia szansa. No na nich wszystkich, no na Meryl też, no i w ogóle, ale to jest
Not a
dwójki.
matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
Okłamałem ich. O, trójka.
Give them their freedom for now. If they prove later they can handle it, impose restrictions.
And how many lives will be lost if they fail? With the veil broken, the threat of possession. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks.
Czemu Darian zawsze tak wychodzi za jakieś kolumny?
Closing the breach is all that matters.
Oj tak, zobaczyliśmy jak
I
jest
got a
to.
taste of the consequences if we fail. Let's make sure we don't.
We will not fail.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something at
No nie wracajmy tam.
Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Nie robimy tutaj. Widzicie to? Właśnie to jest mina, jaką Józia mu daje wam w tym momencie. I nie, to nie jest, nie ma demokracji w tym momencie na czacie. Już jakieś pojedyncze wybory, jak ten wcześniej, okej, ale nie. Dobrze, ale jest już wybór wybrany. Nie. Może następnym razem, dobrze? Nie są... Nie. Jest. Nie.
Thank you.
Po prostu nie, nie.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
Tak cię to nie chce.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But
Powiedziałem do niego, że cieszę się, dlatego, że
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit.
wydaje się
Make a willing, the mage will
wytyczny.
be enough to grant us victory.
Nie. Nie raz. Na sercu gorzeć będzie.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium, but...
Dobra.
End of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our
Pogadamy
The
jutro.
Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is
Ogólnie na kwiecień tylko 2 razy mam. Także wracam później wieczorem, więc już będą takie normalne, częste streamiki. Ale dzisiaj kończymy. 3 godziny, ładny czas. Idealny. Nie będę... Wiecie, że nawet nie mam jeszcze opcji, żeby romansować z Juzią. A już będę do Doriana szedł. Czy ty chcesz, żebym podszedł do Doriana, obrócił kamerę tak i zbliżył na jej... Dobra, co chcesz? Mogę pokazać. Ale to będzie to pewnie. Dobra. Nie. No nie. Jeszcze już wszyscy widzieli chyba. Tak. Wiem, że was zaskoczę. Aż mi kamerka spadła. Wiem, że was zaskoczę, ale mimo wszystko... Mimo wszystko nie. Dobra. Tak mnie to pokontynuuje. Dzięki, że wpadliście. Było bardzo fajnie. Było strasznie. Ale tak. Nawet nie wiem, gdzie on jest. Wiem już, gdzie jest. Ale dobra. Nie, dobra. Kończymy. Dzięki za dziś. Czy... Tak. Do jutra.